Outages from this past storm, we are seeing some new outages, but by and large, those are the existing outages, and we are continuing to work those and get those customers restored.
All right. I'm sure they are anxious for that. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Joe, for the update.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Joe Nixon from PPL, and of course, we'll be in touch from time to time with MetEd and other power providers in our 69 years of viewing regions. Anyway, the snow looks like it's picking up a little bit to my eye.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, and it is picking up, and we did a little segment about a half hour ago.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you wanted to stretch out
I got
here.
it all off. I want everyone to know there's been a lot of nice comments that they enjoyed it. It was supposed to be a fun segment. Obviously, right. I'm not that insulted by some of the comments on the storm before it's even started, but yeah. I think things are picking up. And those numbers that we had, 6 to 12 inches for most, we talked about locally higher amounts. We're falling in pretty nicely with that.
Yeah, we're hearing a lot of people starting to reach the 6 amount about now.
Right. So if you had a friend that told you, hey, it's going to be higher because of this place, you know, maybe you tell your friend, hey, I watched 69 News. They said 6 to 12.
There you go.
Just saying.
Seems to be panning out that way.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. So as far as what we got, we do have some of that heavier snow still ahead of us as we move through the afternoon hours. And we will see things start to taper as well. We're already seeing that in western parts of our viewing area, that back edge starting to move in from the west as we still deal with some heavy bands of snow and some thunder snow in parts of New Jersey right now. But you can see that back edge moving into the Berks County area. We have seen some higher amounts there. You can see there are still some heavier bands in parts of the Poconos, and they're going to hold on to things basically Monroe, parts of Northampton, Warren, Hunterdon County, parts of Sussex County, really, Pike County. They'll hold on to the snow the longest as we move through the evening hours tonight, and this storm system pulls off to the north and the east. But you can see that back edge. As we've been saying here for the last several hours, it's kind of moving into eastern parts of Lebanon County and Lancaster County, western parts of Berks County, and western parts also of Schuylkill County right now. But we still have some heavy stuff out there. We have thunder snow now. We've gotten reports of over 2 inches. 2.5 inches falling in a very short amount of time in parts of Bucks County and parts of Mercer County. So this will add up pretty closely. And I really think that although when we show you our map and we have locally higher amounts, this is one of those locations where we're going to see those locally higher amounts. But yeah, thunder snow out there. So I get excited about that. And maybe some places you'll see that here as
You ready for this?
One way to find out. We only got one shot.
Then let's make it count.
Rated PG-13.
Berks County as high as 8 inches. Other locations, we've seen some 4-inch totals from this event. Temperatures 33 degrees right now in Reading. Feels like 25. The winds out of the north-northwest at 9 miles per hour. Dew point temperature of 33 degrees. Relative humidity at 100%. Current conditions, you got a lot of locations still dealing with some heavy snow. Some of those locations, Pottstown, Philadelphia, Somerville right now reporting some heavy snow. Temperatures in the low and mid-30s. So we are seeing those 10-to-1 ratios for the most part. Temperature trend, not much changing here as we move through the overnight period. Tonight, we will see this snow kind of pull out of here as we move through the rest of the afternoon and into current conditions. You got a lot of southwest to northeast, so that's why I said places like Pike, Monroe, Sussex, Warren, Northampton, maybe even parts of Hunterdon County hanging on to this the latest. But I do think that by 8, 9 o'clock, everyone pretty much done with this storm system, and then maybe some snow showers lingering for the rest of the evening hours. So again, we take a look at your weather headlines. Heaviest bands through the late afternoon hours, we'll see snowfall rates in excess of 1 inch per hour. More thunder snow. If you haven't seen it, it's mainly going to fall in New Jersey, those lightning strikes. But we could see that, like I said, in far eastern parts of Pennsylvania. Snow tapering off from southwest to northeast as we move through the evening hours, late afternoon hours, and then those winds staying strong as we make our way through the overnight period tonight. We could see gusts up to 30 miles per hour. Huff Church. 8.1 inches, and we have seen portions off to the north where we're up to 10 inches already around Tobyhanna, but you can see some of these numbers. A lot of 6-inch totals out there. We have seen lesser amounts. There's no doubt about it. I don't want to completely fool you here. You can see Bushkill Township, 4 inches, so not quite in the range yet, but we're not quite done with this event, and especially a place like Bushkill Township, you may pick up 2 inches here late in the afternoon as one of those heavier bands move in. So expected snowfall totals, again, 6 to 12 inches when we're all said and done. Off to the north and northeast, 12 inches plus there, and we may see a locally heavier amount band down along that I-95 corridor where we're seeing some of those 2-inch per hour rates at this point. Still dealing with that winter storm warning into tonight, and again, we talked about those wind gusts becoming pretty strong here at times as we move through the evening and into the overnight period tonight, and I think we're dealing with some breezy conditions for your Thursday as well. Power outages, you'll notice that those will become a problem in some locations. As we just talked to some people from PPL, they're not seeing any additional or not a whole lot of additional outages today, but certainly a possibility as we pick up some heavier bands moving through the late afternoon and into the evening hours. And then it looks like late in the work week, we'll deal with those brisk conditions, maybe a rain or snow shower on Thursday, and a snow shower possible for your Friday in the morning. Blustery with snow, some of it heavy, 6 to 12 inches for most, 12 plus in some locations, again, mainly off to the north and east, but we could see some off to the south and east as well. High temperature of 35 degrees tonight, mostly cloudy and brisk with a leftover snow shower around early. Overnight lows down around 30 degrees. And here's a look at the extended 7-day forecast. Rain or snow shower possible on Thursday, maybe a snow shower in spots on Friday. And then as we move through this upcoming weekend, I think dry conditions, but we'll keep our eyes Sunday night and a Monday for the formation of that coastal low. And a reminder to set those clocks ahead 1 hour as we spring back into daylight saving time. And that is your forecast. Now let's send it over to Jeff Bolden in the traffic center. Jeff?
Traffic conditions moving along pretty good because we have very, very light traffic volumes on the major roads for the trip so far this afternoon. We did have an accident that had 78 East closed at Hellertown. That has reopened, but the traffic that was backed up is slow to get moving. It's made its way now past Route 33 heading towards New Jersey, but still some very slow conditions on 78 East. 22 looks good. Here's a look at Shanersville Road. The traffic is moving along fine. Our major roads for the most part just wet. You get off the major roads, you will deal with some slush, but no significant snowpack at this time. The crews are doing a great job staying on top of the road conditions. Here's a look at Route 78 at Morgan Hill Road, where the snow has now started coming down much heavier, and we are starting to see a little bit of snow developing on the roadway in the area. We have an accident on the turnpike. It's northbound approaching Quakertown, and also an accident that has 33 northbound closed at the 209 split. Berks County Road's not looking bad, accident-free. Here's a look at 222 at 183, where traffic is moving along in good shape. Don't get stuck in a traffic jam. Download the 69 News traffic app. Snow coverage continues. We'll be back right after this.
To see a relief from sensitivity in 3 days, my patients would jump at that opportunity.
Nobody likes to wait, nobody wants to be in pain, and you want that pain removed quickly.
I would definitely recommend new Sensodyne Rapid Relief.
In 3 days, you'll notice a reduction in the sensitivity.
It's a big deal to be able to offer relief so quickly. 3 days is awesome.
If you use it on Monday, by Thursday, you'll be enjoying that chocolate ice cream again.
Solve it fast and solve it right.
Sensodyne Rapid Relief works very quickly. All you need to invest is 3 days.
Patients that present with tooth sensitivity and then want their teeth whiter, I hesitate to recommend anything, especially a whitening toothpaste. Sensodyne True White doesn't have that abrasiveness to it. It will not only treat sensitivity, but will also provide the whitening that my patients are looking for.
To see a relief from sensitivity in 3 days, my patients would jump at that opportunity.
Nobody likes to wait. Nobody wants to be in pain, and you want that pain removed quickly.
I would definitely recommend new Sensodyne Rapid Relief.
In 3 days, you'll notice a reduction in the sensitivity.
It's a big deal to be able to offer relief so quickly. 3 days is awesome.
If you use it on Monday, by Thursday, you'll be enjoying that chocolate ice cream again.
Solve it fast and solve it right.
Sensodyne Rapid Relief works very quickly. All you need to invest is 3 days.
I wish I was still a skier. I haven't done that in quite a long time. It's always a blast to get the slopes ready, grooming them. Obviously, Mother Nature's getting the slopes ready, but the grooming machines are making it nice for the boarders and the skiers.
Yeah, see some people in the background taking advantage of the fresh snow.
Mm-hmm. Always loved that. My dad took our family skiing for many, many years, you know, back when he was paying the bills.
That's right.
And,
it's the best time to go.
Great skiing memories. All right, the snow is coming down. In fact, in some places, it seems to be intensifying a little bit, and we may have a few more hours of it. So don't consider your snow totals done yet.
That's right. We're going to continue with our snow patrol right now. We have Miss Katira Winfrey. There she is, out in Shillington. Is that right, Katira?
Yes, we are in Shillington. We were about to show you the streets, but then we had these two high school students come run out of the house. They have on sweatshirts and shorts and boots. An awesome combination here, right? So you guys are out of school for the day. What are you thinking about this weather?
I love it. It is the best kind of weather of all time.
You have shorts on. Was it just trying to get out the house just to come say hi to us?
Yeah. Our parents told us that 69 News is out front, and we just wanted to run outside.
This isn't your typical winter gear.
I mean, not necessarily.
I mean,
maybe. Yeah, not really. Kind of cold.
So we were, as I said, first off, I didn't get your name. What's your name?
I'm Liz.
Liz?
I'm Bella.
All right, so are you guys ready to go back to school tomorrow?
No. No. I'm ready to graduate. Senioritis. Yeah.
I remember those. Oh, seniors. I remember that. Well, they're out here in shorts. I'm not brave enough for that. I have on several layers, but we are in Shillington right now. The grandparents are waving at us from the door, but I'm not brave enough for all of that. But as I mentioned, we're in Shillington, and the crews just came by. If you were here maybe 5 or 10 minutes ago, this street was packed with snow. There are some snow routes around this area that have been cleared out, but they've just come through and scraped up the snow right here in the street. So you can kind of see it pushed over into the curbs where the snow is left over from that. But we have some brave ladies here. They're just out here hanging out with their shorts and their boots and their sweatshirts, and I have all of this on. But I guess that's what happens when you're young. You know, I've gotten a little bit up there in age, but you wouldn't guess how old I really am. But guys, we're going to stay out here and continue to patrol the streets. And hopefully they get back inside and stay warm so they don't have a legit excuse to stay home from school tomorrow because they're sick. Back to you guys.
That is a good idea, Katira. Now, Katira, if people follow you on Twitter, we just saw you did a lovely dance move earlier on Twitter.
That was earlier, you know. That was earlier. I tested out my dance skills. I'm not really all that great, but, the snow it inspires you, right? Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can do a repeat.
Oh, there you go.
Nice. I thought we'd have to plead for you to do it again.
Thank you.
She did it. Excellent.
Yeah, Liz and Bella are dancing behind you, so you got a whole dance party going on there in Shillington.
Yes.
Very nice.
We do.
All right, thanks.
Awesome.
Thanks to all of you. Our dancing trio in Shillington this afternoon. Excellent. Looks like the snow's still coming down, but maybe a little lighter out to our west out that way. I think Mark indicated as much, that things were kind of starting to taper in the western parts of our viewing area.
Yeah, so let's head south now and see what's going on. We're going to check in with our own Julia Rose. And Julia, Katira set the bar pretty high there in Shillington doing a pirouette for us. I don't know what you have planned.
I don't dance, especially in the snow. I can barely walk in it, so I'm going to probably refrain from doing that. But I can tell you, I'm amazed. We've been here about an hour and a half, how quickly the snow has changed. When we got here, it was really wet and heavy, but now it's just these light snowflakes, and they're pretty consistent, and they're compact, and they are sticking. And when the wind picks up, it kind of hits you in the face. So lovely combination. It's time for me to use a storm stick for the first time. Really excited. So we've been seeing this snow falling for a couple hours now. Let's see what the total is in Quakertown. About 5.5 inches. There it is. The WFMZ Storm Stick. We know a lot of people are using them at home, and I wanted to give it a try. Not quite at 6 inches yet, but I think we're going to hit it very soon. The snow is also sticking on the roads, and they're getting nasty. You can see a plow truck out there right now, but look, the roads are snow covered, and that happened quickly. Again, about an hour and a half ago when we were here, the roads did not look like that. So it is coming down hard, it is coming down fast, and it is sticking. You can see not a lot of people on the roads, which is a good thing because they're not fun to be on right now. If you are, please take it slow and give yourself plenty of space between the cars in front of you, and let the plows do their job. They're working really hard. A lot of them are stopping by this gas station we're at right off of the Quakertown Turnpike exit, filling up and heading back out on the roads. It's nonstop, and we appreciate their hard work. We're going to be hanging out in Quakertown for a while. I'm excited to see the snow rise, and we're going to continue to use the storm stick, but we will send it back to you, Rob and Wendy.
All right, very good. Thanks, Julia. She did very well for her first time with the storm stick.
She handled it beautifully, straight down into the snow, and got about 5.5 inches there in the Quakertown area. And I thought I'd just mention, I'm seeing some other online tweets from folks in other parts of Bucks. Plumstead Township, for example, not too many miles, maybe 10, 15 minutes from where Julia is, and the measurement there in Plumstead, 10.5 inches.
Wow.
So we're seeing some widely varying amounts today. Yep.
Yeah. Interesting.
And it's not over yet.
Not over yet. All right. We're not over yet either. We're going to take a quick break, though, and we'll be back in just a moment.
New Sensodyne Rapid Relief is engineered for speed, so you can beat sensitivity pain fast. New Sensodyne Rapid Relief is engineered for speed, so you can beat sensitivity pain fast. New Sensodyne Rapid Relief is engineered for speed, so you can beat sensitivity pain fast.
Patients that present with tooth sensitivity and then want their teeth whiter, I hesitate to recommend anything, especially a whitening toothpaste. Sensodyne True White doesn't have that abrasiveness to it. It will not only treat sensitivity, but will also provide the whitening that my patients are looking for.
right, and welcome back. We're looking at downtown Allentown right now at the statue there at 7th and Hamilton Street. You see a plow truck going by, and the road's really clear there. These city trucks are on it, keeping the roads clear and the sidewalks clear in that area as well. So it doesn't look too bad out there if you have some reason to be walking around downtown right now.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and the snow is blowing sort of sideways as it comes down. So we have a ways to go, it looks like, in Allentown in terms of the extent of the snow. Even though some other parts of the area, we just saw Shillington, Berks County, a little bit lighter and brighter as a result out there.
Yeah, not a lot of reason to be outside, though. A lot of schools canceled today. A lot of people getting the chance to work from home, which is nice if you don't have to be out and about driving or walking in this.
Yep, we even get a chance ourselves to lounge around a little bit to come over to the other part of the studio with a couch.
They never let us on the couch.
Do they know we're on the couch?
I don't know that.
Don't say anything. All right, we're going to take a look at the roads, I think.
Yeah, we're going to go up to Jeff Bolden. And Jeff, you have been keeping an eye on the roads for us.
I have been, and as the snow continues to fall, we do have a couple of problem spots that have now developed. One in Monroe County, 33 northbound is closed between the 209 split and Route 611. Broadheadsville, Route 209 is closed between Fairgrounds Road and Gilbert Road, and in Jim Thorpe, 209 is closed between Packerton Dam Road and Broadway. We're also dealing with an accident on the northeast extension of the Turnpike northbound approaching Quakertown. You can see 22 and 78 look pretty good. Traffic there moving along. Very, very light volumes, just wet roads for 22 and 78. This is at Cedar Crest Boulevard, and this is 78 at Cedar Crest Boulevard. Traffic in and out of New Jersey, not bad. The northeast extension, with the exception of that accident approaching Quakertown northbound, is trouble-free. The Berks County roads are moving along in pretty good shape. We're slow on 176 south, past 422 on your way to the Turnpike. Here is 422 at 176. 422 itself looks good. No accidents, 222, 183, or on 176. Don't get stuck in a traffic jam. Download the 69 News traffic app. I'm Jeff Bolden in the 69 News Traffic Center.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff. Now we're going to talk about the roads a little further with one of the experts on the roads, or at least on the keeping roads clear.
We're going to go to Sean Brown with PennDOT. And Sean, we just got a look at some of the road conditions out there, and things seem to be moving pretty smoothly on a lot of the major highways. I know PennDOT had a restriction on a lot of the major interstates and the turnpikes with certain types of empty tractor trailers and those double trailers. Do you think that has helped with the road conditions out there?
Absolutely. When we have those types of vehicles and other cars that aren't going to be on the roadway, really gives some room and some time for our crews to get out there, plow the road to get them in nice, good conditions for motorists to get back out there when the storm is completed.
Any real problem spots? The big highways, as Wendy said, look pretty good. And we earlier had a big crash on 78. I wonder if there are any spots that are really the kind of places you'd want viewers to steer clear of.
Yeah, we did have a few incidents. 78, we had a few up in Monroe County, but we were able to clear those up and reopen the roadway. Sometimes roads aren't going to be 100% perfect when they're out there. Our crews are out there clearing it, but we really need motorists to be our partner in safety out there. And if you are traveling, of course, avoid travel if at all possible. But if you are, remember to slow down and drive appropriately for weather conditions.
Later tonight, when things do taper off, will that change the approach? Will the trucks still go out there? Will there be a need to salt and cinder and so forth?
Absolutely. Our main focus during the early part of the storm, the main crux is to get the interstates and expressways, but we do have a lot of other state-owned roadways, so we really need to get out there, make sure those roadways are clear. So we have crews that are going to be out there probably throughout the night, clearing and salting and making sure those roads are in good condition.
All right. Excellent. Well, Sean Brown with PennDOT. Excellent job. Thank you, Sean.
Thanks for having me.
Yep, thank you. And last night in the hotel I happened to be in, as I was getting my stuff and going up through the lobby, I passed a couple of PennDOT guys. I think they were going to be there for the night, too. So they have been working hard for many hours now.
Yeah, it has been a long week for the PennDOT crews and the power crews for sure.
Oh, it really has. Talk about a 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
All right, let's check in with some of our other reporters who are out and about in the conditions. And we've seen how it varies in terms of the intensity from one end of our viewing area to the other. Let's see how things are where Emma is now. Emma?
191
Oh,
north.
no.
We're probably right about on the county line. Can you hear me, guys? Okay, we're on the county line here, crossing from Northampton County into Monroe County, and this is probably some of the most snow totals that we've seen so far in our drive around from the Slate Belt up towards the Poconos, and it looks pretty bad right now. I mean, the conditions certainly aren't great. I wouldn't go joyriding out through here, but compared to how this same stretch of road looked on Friday, if you can believe it or not, this actually looks pretty good. That's not to say that this is good. I'm just saying it was better compared to what it was on Friday when we were seeing those really strong winds. We were seeing trees down in the road, power lines down. It was just a mess here. But what we're seeing up here now is that snow is falling pretty steadily, pretty heavy. The visibility, it's not great up here. Clearly, this hasn't been plowed in a while, so if you do happen to need to go up in this area, you want to take it slow, possibly find an alternative route if that's possible. So for now, Rob and Wendy, we're going to send it back to you.
All right, very good. Thank you, Emma.
So it's very snowy looking, but at least it's better than Friday.
That is true.
How about that?
That is a good thing.
Yeah. We'll see if that's also true in the Easton. We're going to head back over there and talk to Josh Weltenberg, who is prowling around over there.
Oh, there he is.
Hey, Rob and Wendy. Yeah, we are here just across the street from Easton City Hall. The road here has actually been kind of scarce. We've seen some people come up and down the road. As you can see, one motorist coming through right now, coming through at a pretty good pace at that. But otherwise, we've seen the crews, the snowplow crews come through here, and that's why the roads are in pretty decent shape. You can see that the snow is still sticking to the roads, and they're a little bit wet here. But really not much to complain about in this area. We've got a couple people up the street here or just taking a stroll here, I imagine, on their day off, probably a snow day, if that. But right now it's pretty good. There's not a lot of wind. The snow is falling at a pretty rapid pace, but it's not that bad. It's not like a couple days ago when you were outside and the wind was hitting you in the face and it was hurting. I remember that, and it was not a good feeling. But right now things are pretty well. I'd have the storm stick out here and put it in the ground, but as you can see, they've done a really good job of clearing this area. In fact, I just almost did that with my foot. So you see there's not a lot right here right now, and there's not a lot really sticking to the roads per se, and not a lot of problems because you see those plows out on the road. So we're going to continue to stay out here and see what the conditions are like. We did see a couple of fire trucks come by here. Talk about perfect timing. They responded. They had their sirens on going down the hill, but maybe they're coming from the same situation that we just saw, so maybe things are okay. But we're going to continue to keep an eye on things out here in Easton and stay warm, and for now we'll send it back to an even warmer spot, and that's the studio.
Yeah, it's not bad.
A little warm, yeah.
Thank you, Josh, for that. Appreciate that.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
%72% of remaining smokers come from lower income communities, and young adults have the most to lose.
I believe the tobacco industry sees them as a very easy target.
Know the truth, spread the truth.